Alright, so we're doing the white cross here. The first thing, you obviously look for is the 4 pieces, so they're all there. And how I'd solve this one is I'd go like this. F2, L, F, U, R2, D prime, R prime. And during that, I saw that these 2 pieces would be in the top layer. So rotate. And also, when I rotate, I notice these 2 as well. So solve these 2 first. And these 2 remain in the top layer, so I'll do those. Then I saw these 2 come out, so I'll do those ones. Now what I can do to orient the edges is solve the last pair like this. There we go. U2, do it soon, and then G perm.
Orange white with this and that. Now with this piece and this piece. Now I'm going to insert this down here and sort out this pair. So now I'm going to solve the pair. Now this and this. Now I'm going to solve the CLL but flip these 2 edges. So this will end up here. Now I've got a skip. If I do that, I think, yeah, and that.
So first of all, it is actually a really tough cross. I can't find an ECF pair yet, so I'm just going to keep track of this pair here while I'm solving my cross. So this pair over here, which I will solve first. Now the only pair I've seen yet is this white-orange pair, so that will be my second pair. And now I've already spotted this 2 over here. So inserting my second pair and solving my third pair. This is my last corner and my last edge. So pair it up and solve it. Now I have an overlap and only a U-perm, and it's solved.
Okay, so first of all, these 2 edges. Now D, and the remaining 2. Now I notice this pair, so I can do it like this. This one next. Then these 2. And the last one with the orientation of 2 edges. Okay, now it's just a normal OLL and a G-perm. Thanks.
Okay, first thing I see is that the cross is not very straightforward. You have to get a little creative with it. What I would do is solve these 2 pieces first, the orange and the green one, and then follow it up with these 2, blue and red. And I can do this without a rotation, so it's not that hard to trace an F2L pair. I would choose this one, the red-green one, so just to get a general idea where it's going to be when I finish cross. So here's how I would do the cross. First 2 pieces, move them over, and then finish. And then just align. Now these 2 pieces ended up like this, so you can go right into them. Now right in front of me I have this pair, which can be solved 2 gen. And then I see this edge, and I've noticed this corner, so I can do those 2. Then I would throw in a little edge control, so sledgehammer, just to orient edges. I see there are no yellow edges on top. I can change that by doing that. And then the last pair is pretty easy. OL and a perm, which I would do like this from this angle. Right, hope you enjoyed.
Okay guys, so myself, The cross is kind of bad. I'm used to doing one color, but here goes. Solve that. Put that down. U prime. And so the first pair I see are these. And instead of solving it this way, to put it in there, do it from here. That way, it's in the back, and I don't have to worry about turning around. This pair, I do the same thing. I'll place it so now the back two pairs are solved, so I can see everything from here. This kind of sucks, but I would just do U, break these two up, and then from here, when I solve these, I know that this will stay in the same spot, so I could just solve the 2 gen from there. And I'm going to get a block OLL and wipe it.
Okay, I'm solving blue cross. And for starters, I'm going to solve the cross the way I am so I can track these 2 pieces right here. Because I know they'll both end up in the top layer. So starts like that, then place these, last piece, and then now I see these. But this pair here I can solve without rotating. And I could either do this by doing U2 and then doing L prime U prime L to pair it up, or to do L prime UL. And if I did this, that would put this in a really bad position. I don't want that. So I'm going to pair these up like this. Then I place this. And from here I end up in a really good position actually, because I can rotate, and when I separate these so they're paired up nicely, these are actually joining at the same time. So now I'd bring this around and solve this pair. And from here I could just place this, but what I'll do is I'll join this first and then place this one. So now I have just this left and it's already joined, and this is actually a WV case, very easy one. L U2 L prime, and then OLL is done, and then U2 T prime.
Alright, so for this scramble on yellow, we have this piece, this piece, this piece, and this piece. So what I'd probably do is first move this over, okay, then bring this down into the bottom layer. Then I'd bring this down, and then this down, so like that. Okay, then I have these 3 pieces done. I also see these 2 pieces, so I'll do that for my first pair, but first I'll move this over and then bring this down. Right, so I'll have that. I also see these 2 pieces, so I'll do that for my second pair. Right, and also I see these 2, and I know these will be paired up after inserting. Also I see these 2, so I'll do that. And instead of going like this, which would give a bad OLL case with no oriented edges, instead I could go like this. Right, and that gives a much better OLL case with 2 oriented edges. So OLL and PL.
I always solve cross on orange, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the 4 cross pieces I have to look for are here, 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 and here. What I would do to solve the cross is I would first start by solving this edge, because it positions these 2 quite well. So I'd go ahead and solve these 2 now, like that, and this one is right here. Now I see it because I'm going slow. I could easily do an X cross like this, which would lead to a very nice solution, but when I would do it quickly in solves, I would not notice that, so I won't do it in this video just for the sake of proper representation, I guess. So just go solve the cross like that. The first thing I would see would be this corner and this edge, like this, and I'd solve that, like this, and then I'd solve this pair, and then you notice this corner, which will go pair up with this, like that. And now I've got a certain case where the edge is flipped here, and I've got this to this. So I can go ahead and do this to solve it, orienting all the edges on top, and then I've got a COL and a U-perm.
Alright, going for the white cross. I have 2 edges here and then another 2 right here, and I'm going to keep track of this pair as I solve the cross. So I'll set up these 2, just like that. Then I'll open up this and put those 2 down, and I'm keeping track of this pair, of course. So now this pair is split up, and since these 2 don't match, I'm going to do a small U prime to get them both on the right side. Then I can pair them up with R U prime R prime and then insert them to the back,
going to keep track of this edge as well as that edge, although I don't see any corners at the moment. Alright, this corner just came up to the top, so now I have this easy pair. Now I notice this corner. I also see this corner, but I'm not very good at D-move F2L cases, which is what that would be, so I'm going to go for these two. Join them up, and then insert them. Now I have this corner and this edge, and I notice I don't have any edges oriented. So before inserting this pair, I'm going to use a different insertion alg, so R prime D prime, small r u small r prime, D, R2 u r prime. So that oriented all the edges. Now I have this anti-zoom case, and I recognize that my corners are permuted, and that if I do the algorithm from this angle, I actually get a PLL skip.
Alright, so we got the orange edge here, green here, got the blue here, and the red here. So the way I'm going to solve the cross, and also I'm keeping an eye on this pair, I pretty much know how it's going to be set up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to solve the green, and then the orange edges. And the way I'll do that is I'll just do R2, and then line this up, and then put the orange next to it. And I'll do a D to move them back there so I can bring down the blue. Then I can solve the red, and then D2 to adjust the cross. When I was doing that, I saw this pair here, so I would just solve that immediately. So pair them up like that, and then I put them in here, and as I'm doing that I see this pair here, and that's going to be lined up like so in sort of a checker pattern. So I put them in the back, I split them up, put them in, and solve, and as I'm doing that I see this corner and this edge, and also there's no oriented edges for the last layer, so when I pair them up I'm going to insert the pair, slide channel like so, so I get two edges on top. Now I just got this pair left, so just rotate and then something like that. LOL and PLL. Done.
So when I'm viewing white cross, I see two edge pieces here, another two right here. I bring this green edge down and bring this orange up. Place the green piece, bring down the red. Put the orange and bring it down, and the blue. But I also see these two here, so as I'm bringing the blue down, I'm going to bring that edge out, put them together, and insert them. I also saw this pair here. Connect those, and twist this corner that I saw that was with its correct edge, but twist it incorrectly. Fix that. And this pair, I'm going to orient all the edges. Sludge to Soon and R perm.
What I do first, of course, with the ZZ method is check out blue, which is my default color, and I actually don't like blue in this case, so I'm going to go to red. And over here I have 4 wrong edges, so in the back, and then 2 wrong here and 2 wrong here, giving me a total of 8. So what I'll do first is I'll do a B prime that will fix the wrong edges in the back and put this piece here, and then this piece will be forced down here, and then I'll force this piece here, do an F prime, and then a D prime, R D prime to solve the EO line. So it's going to look like this. So the red EO line and the red or orange, and here I'm going to connect this pair in the back using the empty, I guess the empty whole left side, and then this, and then I can group these two pieces incorrectly together, hoping I can stand this piece on top of this edge. And I have this pair which I'll just insert, and this is a CLS case. So what I do is I'll just rotate it like this, and this is what I consider a normal insert, so it's just sexy move like that, and this is a PLL. So that's pretty much it.